So, cheating is wrong, right? Right? I mean, yeah, most will say that cheating is wrong as shit. Hell, cheating is more terrible than abandoning your shinobi friends, my nigga. Ask Akashi. Well, the line tends to get blurred when you reach a position in a relationship called the talking phase. A phase where technically y'all are not official, but are making the preparations to get to that point. Yeah, well, I didn't necessarily understand the rules behind this phase, but some people may have different opinions on how it should play out. But I'm just gonna tell you mine. Rule number 1, be honest. Let the person in question know you're talking to other people. Rule number 2, commit. Don't get into the phase just to drop them like a bad fucking habit. Come on, now it's rules to this shit. And finally, rule number 3, have fun. Well, guess what, nigga? I broke all three. All 3 rules, just fucked it all up. Out the window. Let me tell you how. So it's my 11th year in high school, and around this time, your boy was a ladies' man, alright? I was out here flirting, talking, and texting as many girls as possible. Not because I genuinely wanted to get to know these girls, but a nigga was just bored. I had plenty of free time and no real ambitions at the time, so it was basically cooling with the fellas, gaming, and girls. Lots and lots of girls. So yeah, your boy was talking to a few chicks, but not really nothing serious, until I reconnected with this girl named Jasmine. See, I knew Jasmine when I was in middle school, and during that time we used to flirt and stuff, but nothing too serious. But see, we older now, so you already know what's about that time. Your boy was low-key plotting on her. She got older, I got older, her body was on pat out, and your boy had the track body physique from track season, so it was safe to say I looked good. So we started talking around the time school was getting ready to end, and during that time we were reminiscing, talking about all the crazy shit that happened in middle school, just really enjoying the conversation, you dig? It wasn't long until we decided to meet up. Now what I forgot to mention is that while all this is happening, I'm in the talking phase with another girl who's in the same school as me. We'll call her Casey for the sake of the story. Now Casey and I were already established friends, and we've been for some time now. See, at the time I didn't think much of her until one day, she just started to look good out of nowhere, man. So you know, I'd flirt with her, and she'd flirt right back. Next thing you know, we are texting each other every single damn day. So boom, I got Casey and Jasmine all up in my DMs, neither one knows about the other. So, I already broke rule number 1, so you can scratch that off. And both of them had strong feelings for your boy, and I wasn't trying to get into a relationship anyway. Rule number 2 was broken, pimp. But at least we got rule number 3, right? Right? Let me get to that. So fast forward summer, once school lets out, and Casey and I are going on dates. Just really chopping it up and having fun. And I'm talking to Jasmine after hours, talking about this meetup that I mentioned earlier. Jasmine said she was going to be at an amusement park near my city. I don't know, it's for some random event with this church that she used to go to. And it was perfect because I can just hop on the bus and meet her there. Cool. So we were going to have the meetup Friday. Now this is where we reached the dilemma. Casey worked at the same park that Jasmine wanted to meet at. Oh! And here's another dilemma. I had money for the bus, but I didn't have money to get in the damn park.
I don't have no money. I don't have no end. Gina, I'm ass out.
But because Casey was an employee, she had free tickets that she can give to anyone. You see where this is going? Fast forward to Friday, and I got my ticket from Casey. So Casey and I are in front of the employee entrance, and Casey tells me, hey, I get off at work at 4 o'clock, so let's meet up at the race car ride near the Tiki restaurant. Is that cool? Of course I say sure, but in reality I only came to see Jasmine, because Casey and I spent plenty of time together already. I checked the time. Boom, it's 12 o'clock. I got 4 hours to spend some quality time with Jasmine. Now Jasmine has to leave the park at 5 o'clock, so I got enough time to make an excuse up to meet her up with Casey later. Cool, right?
Nope.
Fast forward a few minutes, and I see Jasmine chilling near the entrance, looking fine as hell, my nigga. Oh my god. This was definitely not the same girl I knew in middle school. She sees me, and in an instant she runs to me and jumps into my arms. This was it. Your boy was about to make score. We were laughing, joking about shit from middle school, flirting, giggling. We even went on a Ferris wheel, and I took the opportunity to kiss her, just to make it that more romantic. Now while all this is occurring, I'm making sure I'm keeping track of the time because I got the other girl, Casey, looking forward to meeting me at 4 o'clock. And we already established that we meet at the race car ride. Ironically though, Jasmine and I were sitting at the table right in front of it. But at the time, it was only 3:15, so I didn't think much of it. See, this was the cool down phase of our whole ordeal, and I was getting ready to cut things short. So with that being said, we get up from the table and decide to get on a few rides before we part ways. Nigga, not even a few minutes walking up, guess who I see? Good old baby girl Casey. My heart immediately takes a nosedive to the very crevices of my ass, bro. Like, yo, this is definitely not a good situation. I was extremely nervous, and I definitely could not hide it at all. But instead of taking the L, I decided to play cool. Hey, Casey, I thought you were supposed to get off at 4. It didn't take long for Casey and her friend to realize what was going on. Their faces, especially Casey, spoke enough volumes for me to realize I was in some deep shit. Alright? So yeah, rule number 3 broken. Abort the damn mission. This is not a fun situation. Casey's friend then says, who is this? With this stank ass look on her face. Then I say, oh, this is Chasmin, an old friend of mine. Again, me just trying to play it cool. Right. So then Casey said, hey, you guys want to get on some rides? And pause for a second, because this is where the shit gets worse. See, Casey was already skeptical about the whole situation, which who could blame her? Guy, girl, alone? Yeah, this shit ain't rocket science. But she didn't have proof that shit was going on. So her inner savage was dormant for now. Until Chasmin came and fucked everything up. So all 4 of us are walking to this rock called the volcano. And Chasmin is over here cuddling me up, kissing on me, just being oblivious as fuck to the entire situation at hand right now. That's when Casey's inner savage began to call out. I see her friend over there talking in her ear, and the whole time I'm seeing Casey getting more and more hyped up. The basically being a real instigator. So I did what any logical man would do in this situation. I ran. Like, I straight up just ran, bro. I took Chasmin, told Casey and her friend that we would go on another ride while they were already strapped in the volcano. I know, that was some fuckboy shit. You don't have to tell me that. But what the hell else was I supposed to do? Tell the truth? No. So I took Chasmin elsewhere and left Casey alone while thinking that maybe when I see her again, she'd probably calm down. Yeah, okay. Fast forward to around 4:45, Chasmin is about to leave. I give her one last hug and kiss and see her off. And as soon as I turn my back, I see Casey and her friend walking towards me. What the? This was it. I was gonna die. She was gonna hang my nuts up on the stake for all to see, curse me the fuck out, you name it. But ironically, none of that happened. So I'm confused because I was expecting some shit to go down. Yeah, even though that would have been justified on her part, she said something that immediately made me feel like absolute trash, bro. She told me, you were not the guy I thought you were. And at the end of the day, you just another ain't shit ass nigga. Completely fucked me up. Moral of the story, don't be a shitty individual, man. Let people know what your intentions are from the jump, and don't leave people on for your own gain. Although I got out of this unscathed, this situation definitely did come back to haunt me. But that's another story for another day.